A warm welcome to AICCMS Institute of Information Technology. I am Mr. Shashikant R. Kale, an assistant professor in Department of Instrumentation Engineering. Today, in continuation with the previous videos on PLC introduction, we are going to have the insight of IO modules. In PLC, it is accepting inputs in the input module from the field and generating outputs from the output modules, which is the outcome of the decision taken through the algorithm in the controller of PLC via output module, and it is passed to the field. So in input module, uh, there are two types of input modules basically. So one is digital input module and analog input module. And in the input module, digital input module, these are some of the examples. This can be the push buttons, thumb wheel switches, limit switches, selector switches, proximity sensors, and photoelectric sensors. When we are calling it as the digital, that means it is having a Boolean outcome. It can be either 0 or 1 or true or false. In analog input, the signal they have standardized at the 4 to 20 milliampere, and sometimes rarely it is 0 to 5 volt DC also. And the examples of analog inputs are thermocouples, RTD for the temperature, flow transmitters, temperature transmitters, level transmitters, pressure transmitters, or strain gauges. These are the examples of analog inputs. So these are the various input types, and various voltage levels are mentioned in the input types which are available in the market. Proximity switches, potential, and LVDT, and it can be with 12 to 24 volt DC, 100 to 120 volt DC, mostly in America, 10 to 60 volt DC, 12 to 24 volt DC, 5 volt DC, which is the TTL logic, 200 to 240 volt AC, which is Indian standard, we can say, and 48 volt DC, sometimes 48 volt DC, and most of the time 20 volt. It should be okay. AC also can be possible, or 12 to 24 DC also can be possible. So these are the switches in these ranges. If it is giving the value equal to 0, that means it is the 0, and if it is giving some voltage based on the its features we are available with it, so that is being considered as 1. So input module, there are the 3 stages. Signal is passing, signal is coming from the field. Okay, so we can consider this as the DI module or input module sometime, or we can say instead of digital, it is a input module. So this is the border of input module we may consider, and signal is coming from the field, that is coming from the side, and there are passing through the various stages, and outcome of that signal is conveyed to the central processing unit. This is mostly controller, we can call it. So one stage is isolation. So other fields are kept isolated, and circuitry of the isolation is there under this block. Next to that, if there is any noise with the signal, that is being filtered here in the filter block, and logical circuit is run under that, and that logical outcome of the signal is passed to the CPU. Right. So these are the various stages by which the input module is there. So how we can connect uh, sensor to the PLC? Consider this is the input module of the PLC. So this is the input module of PLC, which is 24 volt. So signal type is 24 volt. It can accept the signal of 24 volt. If it is accepting signal or value of the voltage equal to 0 volt, that means it is having logic equal to, or outcome of that is 0. And if it is getting the value equal to 24 volt, that's PLC. This is input card is the part of PLC, or input module is the part of PLC. If it is accepting the value equal to 24 volt, that means it will consider a Boolean value equal to 1, means on state and off state. If we consider, or true or false states we consider. So one state or true state or on state belongs to the value of the voltage equal to 24 volt DC, and if it is off state, false state, or zero state, that means the value of the sensor or value of the switch should be 0 volt. So say for example, I am having a switch available. So we can consider any kind of switch. It can be a push button, it can be a toggle type of switch. So this is, say for example, switch I need to connect to it. So switch doesn't have the voltage. So we need to have the we need to take help of the SMPS, which is the bulk power supply available with us in the panel. SMPS. I want to use, or I want, if I wish to use the switch in the interface with the PLC, then I need to take the help of SMPS. Understand? So how to take the help of SMPS? So we can consider this as that these are the positive of each signal, positive side of the each sensor. So how many channels are there in this card? There are 0 to 7. That means 8 channels. This is the 8 channel DC or DC input card or digital input card, and which is operating on the 24 volt. So if 24 volt, it will consider that as the logic equal to 2, right? And positive part is connected. Positive end of the your switch is connected over here, and negative is common. Commonly you have to connect the negative. So what is the positive of this switch? Positive of this one end we have connected here. If at all this is connected, what will happen? How circuit will get completed? So positive will get connected over here, and negative is connected to the common. You can consider this. So positive likewise it will get connected through this. If it is on here, and negative is connected over here. And internally we can call this is connected like this. Okay, so this loop will get completed, and PLC understand that the channel number 1 is having the value equal to 1 if it is getting 24 volt. Means if we close the switch, that means it will be on, or it is getting 24 volt. And if it is open, then this circuit will break over here. Circuit will break over here, and it will get disconnected. Means 1 is having value equal to 0. So this is the case of some, we can say it as a switch, some switch connection. If there is some sensor, if a sensor I am having available with me, and that sensor is capable to generate 24 volt, 24 volt, right? So say for example, this is a sensor. If this sensor is in the on state, this is, say for example, sensor, this is the sensing element of the sensor. And if this sensor is in the on state, it is giving 24 volt to us by 2 wires. And if it is the off state, then the sensor is giving the 0 volt to us. In that case, we directly can connect the sensor. Say for example, this is positive and this is the negative end. And say for example, in which channel we need to connect to it. And say for example, documentary, it is available that you can connect this sensor to the channel number 3 because it is available to us. So likewise, you can connect positive end to the this side and negative end at the common, like this. Understand? So that is how you can connect the circuit. So these connections we can't say it as a loop wired connection. We are calling this as the isolated connection. But this is what is, this is the loop wired connections. Why we are calling this as the loop wired or loop powered connections? Because power supply we are taken into consideration. We don't have 24 volt available with these sensors. That's why we need to go like this. Another switch, or we can say sensor, is available. Again, this sensor is a float type sensor, say for example in the label. So that sensor is also capable of giving contact, open contact of the close contact. It is again not having the 24 volt power supply available with it. So we can use the 24 volt power supply. So see, positive end of the sensor is connected to the positive of it. Okay. Negative end of the sensor is connected to this positive end of the whichever channel you have to connect. Say for example, here they have decided to connect to the channel number 6. Getting? So positive end. So see, positive end is connected to the positive end of the sensor. Then here that will be the switching action, and that switching action depends on the sensing. Okay, it is going to sense to the field. It is available on the field actually, right? And negative end of the sensor is connected to the positive end of the channel or input card. And negative of this sensor negative of this sensor is connected to the common. So this is how you can have this is again a loop powered or loop wire connection. This is a standalone connection you can call it as. And this is again a loop wire connection. So that is how we can interface input to the input module of your controller. In specifications, operating voltage, number of inputs, points per common, backplane power supply, maximum signal delay, maximum offset voltage, maximum offset current. These are the parameters considered while we are thinking to buy a input channel or input module of the. Thank you for listening patiently. We will come back with the more interesting videos. Thank you so much.